the intro, so.
Okay, intro. This is the intro. Hi, Rudnick.
What's going on? Okay, so it's the next day. I do feel a lot better today. I just want to give a shout out to Anton because he stayed up very late with me. He had work this morning, and honestly, he did a lot of the work, and I'm happy for that. I was just like, I didn't feel good. So, we're here today. Jimmy's here. He's helping me with the Roadster. To be honest, he's finishing the wiring. I have no idea how to wire. And while he's been doing that, I kind of been grinding on this. If you guys remember...
Literally grinding.
Yeah, no, I still have to grind this side, but if you guys remember when Grant took out the lower control arm...
Grant was here?
Yeah, he was here
I missed
2
Grant?
days ago.
Oh, okay.
We took out the lower control arm and it like fucked up this like alignment bracket, so I had to take it out, I put it in the vise, and I kind of straightened it out. So now I'm installing the lower control arms. I have to find the bolts, but pretty much it's just gonna go like this.
These things are pretty beefy.
Dude, they're not bad. And then it's just gonna sit in like that, which is kind of making me nervous because it still looks...
You guys gotta use some force.
Yeah, it just doesn't look right. I guess I'm gonna figure it out, but it's kind of scary.
It's a Jeep, man.
It's a Jeep thing?
It's a Jeep thing.
Oh my God.
See, that looks great.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be a pussy. All right, so I'm finishing up Rudnick's wiring on here. I filmed on my channel, so you want to go watch it, link in the description. But so it's actually pretty close. So Dom did a pretty good job. It's organized very, very well. The last two big things are just basically all the power wires and all the triggers for everything. Just finished them up, so I gotta make sure it all turns on. I don't fry the ECU, and we upload a base map and go from there.
Hopefully she runs today.
Hopefully.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't want to like jinx it, but there's no reason why it shouldn't.
I obviously know it's not gonna move or anything because we don't have the drive shaft, but like, dude, if I hear it start, I'm dying today.
Okay.
That's it. So, I thought I was a scary dude. Jimmy, dude, what the fuck is going on over here, man? This dude has a pry bar in my frame rail with a pole jack pushing the axle to get this lower control arm in. I'm terrified. I'm actually terrified.
Did it not work?
I mean, I think it did.
That thing was like 4 inches off. Oh, we gotta line it up better.
I'm still terrified though.
Okay. Here, I'll pry it from the other side.
Okay.
I'll move it for a second. Oh! Right there.
Get the hammer.
Get the hammer.
Where the hammer at? Grabbing a new one. Wait.
Get the biggest bitch you can find.
We're fucking whaling her.
Oh, actually, we can undo it.
Is it hitting that? No?
Now, hold on, you're gonna work so you can take the pressure.
You know I'm scared, right?
This is wedge.
What? Woo! Oh my God. So Jimmy and I, we successfully got this lower control arm in, and now I have to spend the next hour of my life grinding away on that one, which is probably the worst thing you can imagine. Picture the worst thing that's ever happened in your life times 1,000 grinding that thing, because it's a nightmare, but it's awful, man. It really is. I hope there's no one like that's really had something bad to him, and I'm over here.
What's the worst thing that's ever happened?
Acura fire.
What was that?
Acura fire.
So this is worse.
This is a close second.
Okay.
It's bad. So maybe it's not the worst, but it's up there. Take my word for it.
Rudnick, what have you got done this whole time?
So, what do you mean this whole time? It's been 5 minutes. So I had to grind this. Can you even see?
Wow, you got a lot to go.
Dude, you don't gotta talk about it, alright? I've already burnt myself 2 times. A fucking flap disc blew up in my face, and we're almost done. Another 20 minutes and we're good. I know your zooming techniques now. I edited the video that you were making for me. But 20 minutes. Count it right now. I'm going.
You gotta get yourself like a stopwatch, because I feel like you and Tommy do that all the time.
What, 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
5 hours later. Okay, finally, the front of the Jeep is finished. Okay, so we just got the lower control arms in. It was a nightmare. I had to grind them off. You guys already know the whole 9 yards, but I mean, I just got to put some bolts in and tighten a few things, but the front is finally done. I was just reading the comments because I posted yesterday's video. If you guys didn't see it, go check it out now. I guess I can get a track bar that's adjustable so I can actually use the stock hole. Some people said this is going to create death wobble, and the only thing I don't want in this Jeep is death wobble. I'm actually quite terrified to experience it. but I mean, I guess every Jeep guy has. While I was working today, I picked up a few new things. I got some new guns. I got a 1/2-inch impact right there, 3/8 impact. It was like buy one, get one free, so I got this, even though I have fucking 2 of them, but I don't have any wireless ones, so that's pretty cool. Don't ask how much I spent in the Mako truck today. It's a lot. Chris Money Rudnick. Not a problem. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to Jimmy. I didn't really film anything about the Roadster today because Jimmy came up here. He pretty much finished up the wiring, the stuff that Dom kind of missed. And obviously, I know nothing about wiring. I'm not afraid to admit that. So Jimmy hit me up yesterday. He was like, hey, I'm going to come down. I'm going to help you wire this. So big shout out to Jimmy. This thing we actually got to start, and I'm very excited. If you guys want to see that, hop over to Jimmy's channel. Like I said, I let him film the whole thing because, one, he was here all day. I personally wanted him to have a video as well to upload. And, I mean, I've been working on this while he was doing the wiring. So, I mean, it works out both ways. Right now, we're starting on the back. Anton yesterday, what he started doing was he got this bolt out. We realized that this hitch was in the way, so I actually have to drop the shackle, which is okay because the Rough Country kit comes with a new shackle. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that pull jack. I'm gonna put the pull jack here. I'm gonna start to loosen the bolts for the leaf spring. I'm gonna start to take that out. Jeep, the real Jeep Master is coming right now. Chris DeSanti is on his way to the shop. I am very excited because the front was miserable. I can't even imagine what the back's gonna be like. This thing's a fucking rust bucket. I mean, honestly, for a Jeep in New England and 600 bucks, it really wasn't that bad, but the Jeep Master's coming. He's probably done fucking hundreds of these, and I'm very, very happy that he's coming, and Alex is coming. Love you, Alex. I'm gonna start working. Okay, so I just got all the U-bolts out on the passenger side. It's really hard to like film and work because I literally have to wash my hands every time I touch this camera because like you touch a couple things and your hands are literally black. So passenger side is almost out. Thank God that I've been spraying these things the past 3 days. Like every single time we went to go work in the front, every like hour or so I'd come and spray with this with PB Blast or whatever to lubricate them to actually allow me to get these out because like look how rusty everything is here. Hopefully, yeah, it's focusing kind of. And I've also been spraying like the shackle and shit. And check this out, ready? All right. Oh my God, dude. If this breaks, my life is over. It's over. 3. Look, my hands are still wet. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Rust is falling out. Oh my, no, I'm waiting for DeSanti, dude. He's gonna have a better plan, I hope. But I'm just trying to get as far as I can before DeSanti gets here because it is getting late and I don't want to like keep anyone here or anything like that. So I'm just trying to get shit done. Oh, I forgot to take that bolt out, which is not even it's not even a nut anymore. It's fucking all rusted and it's disintegrated. Actually, let me try this shackle real quick while you guys are still here, while we're still talking like we're all friends. Let's try it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, dude. No, fuck that. No way, no way. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take the other side apart before this side's done because I don't want like the axle like drop down completely. To be honest, I should go to the instructions and it will tell me what to do step by step, which that's what I kind of did with the front, and I was like guiding Anton to do what. Word of advice here real quick. If you get a kit, if you buy a kit online and it comes in instructions, don't be gung-ho and try to do it yourself without them because every single time I read this book, I learn something new about this kit. And that's what I was trying to tell Anton yesterday because we kept getting confused on stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna go through the instructions and everything's gonna be good. He's like, nah, we don't need those, we don't need them. So what I just realized is, okay, so these are the rear shackles. I didn't really know what these bushings were for, but obviously now that it's all laid out, it's obvious, but I had to read this in the instructions. So those go in there. These plastic pieces right here, which I only have 3 of them right now because I dropped one to show Anton that they were actually plastic, and I have to find it, which is kind of stressing me out, but I'm not worried about that right now. This is actually to drop the transfer case a little. Let me just read it one more time, just to make sure I'm not telling you guys. Transfer case drop installation. And I mean, I didn't read any of this, but my guess is to maybe lower the drive shaft a little bit so it's not like super at an angle. Let's read it. So just remember, read the instructions. Don't be that asshole that just is like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this together and I'm gonna do it right, because, I mean, it's all right there. It's literally a cheat book. I'm gonna put these bushings in right now. All set. I just need to figure out which metal inserts go in here, which the fucking directions will tell me. This happens to me every time, man. Like, honestly, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, wow, Chris Sasanti's coming. Like, I'm gonna have one side done by the time he gets here. Everything's going great. Taking the shock off. I lubricated this fucking bolt at least 10 times the past 3 days. I'm saying that confidently, at least 3 times. That motherfucker just snapped on me. It just fucking snapped. Oh, look what Jimmy did. I'm leaving it on, I don't care. But that fucker snapped all the way. You see it? You see that little silver right there? You fucking see that? Yeah, you're a prick. You're a big fucking prick. You like this? You like that rot? Jeep dangs, New England dangs. Kill me. Okay, so DeSanti, the Jeep master, he just got here. Now, I've been working on the back. I wanted to try to impress you. I wanted to try to get at least one side relatively done. Everything's going good. I've sprayed everything 10 times like you said. The past 3 days, I got the U-joints off. I started to get the shackles off, but they're too tight. I don't know what's going on. I didn't want to break them. And then just come look at the strut. I was ready to take the strut off and just take a look real quick. Take a look up there.
Did the bolt snap off?
It did.
That's normal.
But that's normal?
Yeah.
I'm,
What do you expect?
I'm stressing out over here.
Fine, just throw them out.
Drill them out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I'd love to say things are kind of going smooth, but things are going quick. I mean, we snapped another bolt in the frame, and that is terrifying. Saj says not a big deal, but it's kind of a huge deal to me. But now I have to separate the leaves, so I'm just gonna go ahead, instead of dealing with this rust, I'm just gonna cut them. Because, you know, I fucking love using these things. One down. So I just finished cutting all those things, and now I have to put the new Rough Country leaf spring right under the first one, right? So it's gonna be the second.
The main leaf.
All right, I'm doing that right now. And just like that, she is done. The U-joints are in, they're all tight. You can tell that they're really tight because the washers are actually spreading out. Got to use, no, the washers.
No, they're U-bolts, not U-joints.
Oh, I said U-joint?
You did.
Damn it. I meant U-bolt, but you guys understand. So anyways, we got this new gun, works wonders, and I'm stoked. And now we have to put the shackle in, which I'm about to ask DeSanti how to do it right now. Okay, so the passenger side is done. The only thing that is not done is there's still 2 bolts stuck, snapped in the frame, and it's not good. Still don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Still kind of freaking out, but good news is this is all done. We're working on the second side now. Okay, so the lift is done in the rear. The last thing we need to do is drop the cross member right there and then put those 4 little plastic spacers in so the drive shaft kind of just is not at a crazy angle and I won't snap it. Okay, 3 days later, she's done. It was a lot more challenging than I was expecting, but I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't like hard. It was just like a bunch of bullshit. Like, if this was a brand new Jeep and you were putting this lift kit on it, it wouldn't be bad. But the fact that everything is rusty, the fact that this thing's a low-key piece of shit, rust bucket, it sucks. But I learned a lot. Shout out to DeSanti right here. His Instagram's
100%.
gonna be right there. He helped me learn a lot without the instructions on the back, and it got done a lot quicker. So, you ready for this?
Let's lower this beast.
I'm kind of nervous, dude. It better be like to the moon. Oh, wait, cut. We gotta move cars.
Take 2.
It sounds like shit car.
It's all rusty. We're sitting around.
Is this take 2 right now?
Take 2.
Oh man.
Y'all see that? I don't know how to.
Bro, can you say that on YouTube?
I don't know, guy.
I feel like blur it out. Nah, it's okay.
We'll just imagine like you didn't say that.
Rough car.
Oh god. bad.
Not bad, dude. I'm gonna be able to go over anything, huh?
I don't know about everything, no.
Why are you gonna break my hopes and dreams, dude? Seriously.
It's pretty good.
It's kind of sick. So, I lied, you guys. It's not done. So we didn't tighten the lower control arms yet because you have to let it sit and then they readjust themselves. And then you tighten it?
You have to let everything settle in place. Because once you tighten it down, you're actually pinching down on the sleeves that go to the center of the bushing. So.
What he said. So now that it's all settled, I'm gonna jump on it a couple times to make sure it's really settled. And then tighten the lower control arms. Oh, does that have brake fluid?
Completely, but it doesn't.
Ooh. Bone dry? Bone dry.
I mean, there's a little in the middle, not much though. And it's disgusting in here.
Anyone want to do brake lines? Put it on
Please,
the comments.
does anyone want to do brake lines? I got a crisp $100 bill.
$100 bill. Jeez.
And I'm paying for the parts too, so. All right, I'm gonna go tighten. Be right back. So I also lied to you guys again. The lift kit's not done. So we took out bolt shocks in the rear. Every single bolt snapped. All of them snapped, and this is what I'm gonna live with for now.
I told him to do a backflip, but you know.
Dude, you give me $1,500 right now, I'll back.
That's, yeah, I'll pass.
And I might die, so.
I'll pass.
If I die, you can keep your $1,500. You ready?
Hey, you're gonna send
Am
it.
I getting the money?
Send it.
Am I getting the money?
I don't know why you.
Dude, no, I would never back. That was so high up. Okay, now I'm gonna tighten the lower control arms.
All right.
Hey, how's it going? So, as you can see, it's done. We tightened the lower control arms. Everything is good, other than, you know, the rear struts. And you know, someone left a comment. What was it? It was just empty everything. What is it? Jeep. Something like it's a fucking money pit. Just empty. I have to look. Hold on.
Just empty every piece, every part.
No, it's something about banks and junk.
Oh, this is why you screenshot things, Chris.
Well, I didn't think I was going to talk about this. Alex.
Your battery's blinking. You gotta
Is
hurry.
it fucking really, dude?
Yeah, you gotta hurry.
You're pissing me off.
I'm not pissing you off. You're pissing me off.
Dude, a lot of fucking people fucking comment, so I'm trying over here.
Well, is it a top comment or
No.
junk?
I'm on my fucking creator studio, so I don't know if I see top comment first. My phone's lagging too. This is great. I'm trying over here, guys. I'm fucking trying. Hold up. I think it was like Don Vito. He's always in the comments.
Always.
Dude. You're pissing me off, Alex.
Blinking.
Do you want to fucking fight?
We can fight.
You really?
We can fight. I don't know how you're gonna take it.
Someone's like, Factory OD is better.
No.
Got him.
The only way to say that right now because they're drifting right now.
Are they drifting?
Yeah. Here's a KAT setup right now.
Who does?
Onion.
The sour.
And S14. KAT setup that they did cheaply.
Jeep. Just accept excessive problems. You know? Lift kit's in, everything's good, you know. Went to go shut my hood, right? I went to go shut it. Don't drop my phone, guys.
Man, fuck.
All you see is your fucking finger. Okay, so we had to switch to the iPhone X. Let me know if the iPhone 10 is better quality than the G7X. I bet you it's not focused, right?
No, it's
bet you
focused.
it's focused.
Yeah. Well, the G7X was focused too.
So, you're not helping the cars. So, look at the hood. 3 days of work, I'm like, all right, yes, the brakes are fucked, but at least that's the only problem. And me and Alex have been trying to figure out how to fix this, but it's not working. But, on the bright side, the Jeep is lifted. So the next thing we have to do is, I would run to Home Depot right now and try to get those rear bolts out. Sadly, they're closed. So tomorrow, going to Six Flags, which if you guys want me to vlog that, I will. And next up on this, fixing the brakes. The master is empty, so there must be a leak somewhere. So the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put fluid in it, I'm gonna pump it, and hopefully brake fluid leaks somewhere. I don't really know yet, we're gonna figure that out. Obviously we gotta fix the hood, then we're gonna register this beast, and then we're going off-roading. You going off-road with me?
Sure.
You didn't zoom in, did you?
No.
Good shit. Okay, so.
Now I did.
You're an asshole. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Don't stop it yet. You like that?